Ever open up a gift and think, I don't like this? Well, that's how these kids felt. A company in Raleigh did this. Employees gave their kids air filters for Christmas. Now the kids tear away the wrapping paper, excited, to find a new toy, only to find a little cardboard filter. Highly unlikely that one of those was on their Christmas list. So that situation was a joke, but it's not uncommon to wrap up a gift and decide that you don't like it and you maybe want to return it later. Well, maybe at first you thought that you'd like it and now not so much. So what do you do? We are here with Blanca Cobb with some insight. So what do you do with the gift that you don't want?
Well, one, you can return it to the store. Look, even if you don't have the receipt, you can get store credit. Or two, you can donate it because somebody else might use it. Or three, you can re-gift it. But here's the catch with re-gifting. Make sure you put a little note on it with the gift giver's name so that way you don't re-gift it to them later on in the future.
All right, so what if you got rid of the gift? You returned it, you gave it to someone else, and then you start having a conversation with the gift giver and they're like, hey, whatever happened to such and such that I gave you?
You can ignore them and change that conversation, right? Or you can tell them the truth and say, look, it really wasn't my thing. I just didn't know how to tell you. Or three, you could lie. So that way you can save feelings or not have that difficult conversation.
So lying, that's not typical, right? So you're saying that we should actually lie. How do you go about that conversation?
Look, yes, I am saying to lie, but you do it anyway. You don't need for me to tell you that it's okay. They're in the Mirror, which is a publication in the United Kingdom. They reported, or they talked about this report of 2,000 people who were surveyed. Only 15% were truthful about not liking a gift. 48% of men and 66% of women have lied about liking a gift when they really didn't.
I always try to find the silver lining. If I don't maybe like it as a whole, maybe like, oh, the color is great. Just something like that.
But here's the catch, you have to be careful. If you decide to lie and say, oh, I love candles, and you really don't like candles, then guess what? You're planting the seed to that person that they need to get you a candle again.
Then you're going to get a candle every year for Christmas.
Exactly. Is that what you really want?
There's a rabbit hole that you go down once you start. All right. Well, thank you so much, Blanca. The conversation continues on her Facebook page. Just search Blanca Cobb, a body language expert.